Everybody ready? All right. Hello, class. Welcome to Tuesday. Today is the last day of official summer we've talked about. Tomorrow is the first official day of fall, even though meteorological, that's a hard word to say, meteorological fall started on the first day of September. We talked about that already. So today has some changes in it. And in 5th grade, we've had some changes too, haven't we? I'm going to pin this to the top for a second. And I'm going to stop sharing. There we go. Okay, so figuring out all this technology has been a good reminder for me. Last year we used technology all the time, but this year, it's like my brain still has to wrap my head around how to use all this stuff. So we'll be recording social studies. I just need to keep reminding my class that they are being recorded too, or our class is being recorded. So we're all part of this virtual experience. Yesterday, we reviewed class.
Yes.
Chase. We're recording this class. It's not live at the moment with anybody else. We're just recording it and then sharing it later. So that's why I don't have other class members in it. And Mrs. Stewie's in there twice because I'm showing you me and I'm also showing you my, or will be showing you my doc cam in a second. Now I want to talk real quickly. Yesterday we reviewed sources. And so can you hold up your social studies and science notebook so I can see what you see? And I'm going to now present so we can hopefully get this going. Hopefully it works. Yay! Hopefully it's recording correctly too. You should have your social studies notebook up here like this. And I'm going to pin this to the top. So I got it. There we go. Social studies notebook. And in it, can you please raise your hand if you have a comment for me, class? Because otherwise I'm going to ignore you. Okay. You should have your social studies notebook. And yesterday we were reviewing primary and secondary sources. And today we're going to go through the answers to that. So if you could please have your notebooks open, front table. That's you. And you. Riley's got hers open. Go ahead, Riley. Middle table, you guys are my favorite at the moment because they are 100% all following along at the moment. Well done. Give yourself a pat on the back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Rule number 5, that group is meeting. They're making their dear teacher happy by following along. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's check answers. All right. So I have my answer key over here. I'm not going to show you all of them. Number 1. I think we already went over yesterday, didn't we?
No.
A play showing Benjamin Franklin flew a kite during a lightning storm. S for secondary because Benjamin Franklin is not in the play himself. Number 2, a short story describing somebody else's experience, Thomas Edison's experience. A short story describing someone else's, that should be an S. Okay, can you fill these in if you didn't have them filled in already so that you have a good study guide, please? Number 3, Anne Frank's diary. Someone's diary. Oh, I'm showing you the answer. Is everybody? P, primary source. A cartoon showing how Pocahontas met John Smith. We're going to actually talk about that later on this year. We might even watch a little bit of Pocahontas in class. Pocahontas and John Smith, but it's a cartoon. Is that primary or secondary source? You better believe it. It is a secondary source. Travis, how are you doing so far? 100% correct on there? Good. Bobby, how about you? I see it. Back it up a page. There it is. Right there. I believe. Is that my page that I'm looking at too? Yep. You fill them in as we go. Colton. The next one, which is a textbook. A textbook describing anything. Textbook, Colton, is? S for secondary because they put together other primary sources. Number 5 should be S for secondary. Kane, number 6, a news report about the opening of a power plant. Now that we're probably assuming that like a journalist might be there at the power plant. So a journalist reporting, that's going to be a P, a primary source, because they were there. Good. A scientist explaining what it was like for Buzz Aldrin to walk on the moon. Was the scientist there?
No.
No. So what kind of source is that? Secondary. S. Bob, I'm going to check that you have these filled in. Please get going. Lane, next one. What do you have? Number 8. Yes. What do you have? Number 8. A YouTube video.
S.
YouTube video is going to be S. Secondary. About the pyramids? Yeah, that's S. Secondary. YouTubers probably weren't there when the pyramids were built. 9, interview with Alexander Graham Bell about how he invented the phone. So an interview with the guy who was there would be right here, Chase? P for primary? Yes. Number 9 is P. Number 10, a radio broadcast from the day the Soviet Union launched Sputnik. From the day. It was there. Riley, what do you have? Number 10. That one is a P because it's from the day. A newspaper, they were probably there if they were reporting on it. Number 10 should be P for primary. 11, an autobiography by Ronald Reagan. Autobiography. Kane wants another one. What do you got, Kane? It's about the guy, by the guy. Number 11 should be P. Good. Macy, next one, a book describing Christopher Columbus sailing to America.
S.
S. Does anyone agree with her? Me too?
Me too.
I think so. Number 12 should be S for secondary. 13, a famous artist painting about what cowboy life was probably like. It's like after the fact. Probably like. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
S.
S for secondary. A journal entry about a cowboy. Cattle drives, Texas to Kansas. Laney, P. Journal entries are P for primary. And the last one, the United States Constitution is also a P. That's what we base our laws on. So that is the primary source. Okay, thumbs up, sideways, or down. How did you do? Thumbs up, did you have most of them right? Thumbs sideways, you had like at least half right? Okay, all right. Bob, did you get them all copied down? You got an answer on each blind?
I got them all correct.
Yes or no? Yes, good, perfect, wonderful, thank you. So we are going to have a teacher helper help me pass out a handout. Sorry, give me my 2 teacher helpers. A little quiz without looking anywhere. I don't think I have the answer showing anywhere. Can you fill out totals? What does T stand for? What does O stand for? What does D stand for? On important parts of a map. So we're going to hand out right now the important parts of a map. Totals. The important part of a map. Can you fill this out on your own? Guys, we're going to glue this in too, so go ahead and glue it in and fill it in. Glue it in and fill it in. Glue it in and fill it in. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, and Eli is gone today, right? Yes. Okay, we'll see how much we get through today. Glue it in and fill it in. Try to do this without looking. If you're gluing, remember that a little dot does a lot. You do not need a ton of glue. You just need a little dot.
I do a little dot on each corner and then I just glue it. What if you don't know how to glue it?
Yes. Okay. When you have you glued in your totals review, don't skip a page here. Use every page. See, like this and this. So the next thing I give you, put here. That's okay. It's okay. I'm going to give you another sheet today, so it's okay. All right, here we go. Totals. TODALS. Totals. Go ahead and write in what does T mean on the line. You can even read the description and see if that helps you out with the clue. What does the T mean? What does the O mean? Let's use your glue stick instead of the glue because this is messy and it's hard to write on, even though it's kind of cool. Let's make sure it's closed all the way, otherwise it dries out. Go ahead and glue that down. Here we go. Oh, that's worked out good. Okay, here we go. Let's see if you have, this table is about done. Go ahead and check your answers with each other, see if you all agree. This table's working. This table's thinking. Working. This table's working. Okay, so these are important parts of a map. Every map needs these things to be complete. So let's go ahead and fill them in together. T, every map needs this, so you know what is going to be on the map. Raise your hand if you have the answer. You ready to share? And if you don't have the answer, you're going to fill it in now. Every map needs one of these because it is super important. What is the map about? Every map needs, Haley, a title. T-I-T-L-E. Good. Next, this is also called the compass rose. It tells us which way is north. It's important so that you have the map held in the right direction. Otherwise, who knows what direction you could be walking and driving in. T, O stands for orientation. Orientation. And normally, it tells us north. Orientation. This thing here is called the compass rose. T stands for title. O stands for orientation. D, it says this is important because we learn more about the earth maps, and maps change. They also change because of politics, countries' names, and earth changes. We also need to know if the map is current and credible. It is important because maps change over time. So we need to know on the count of three, the map, D stands for 1, 2, 3.
Date.
Date. No, thank you. No, thank you. We're kind of being silly, guys. Okay, do you have one of these? I'm going to glue this in and fill it in. Glue this into your notebook and fill it in. A. A. What does A stand for? A stands for somebody I haven't heard from yet. Kimberlyn.
Other.
What? How did you spell it? A. U. Thor. Author. Who wrote or drew or made the map? Is that person or company trustworthy or credible? Who is the author? T stands for title. O stands for orientation. D stands for date. A stands for author. L. Chase, please stay on task. L. Lillian. L stands for Lillian. Just kidding. Okay, Lillian, this tells you what different symbols on the map mean. Example, ski hill maps use symbols to tell you how hard the run is, and here's an example of that. These are, on a map are called this. Do you know what it is, Lillian? Just raise your hand if you can help her, but don't tell her the answer yet. It can be the legend, labels, or key. Legend, labels, or key. Legend, labels, or key. So you are filling this in as we go. You should have words written down on all these lines now. T stands for everybody. O stands for orientation. D stands for date. A stands for author. L stands for legend, labels, or key. Legend, labels, or key. Then S. Oh, don't say it out loud.
Stale chips.
Oh, let's keep our silly comments in our heads, not out loud. My VIP, Lainey. She is the VIP this week. Scale. Scale tells us about how far it is in real life compared to the map. It also gives you comparisons, which is bigger. Okay, so just a reminder, this should be glued into your... Oh dear, that is intense.
I think it's a
I will let you go do that in just a little bit, okay? All right, so I'm going to make sure that this is glued into my notebook here. Okay, and can I have my teacher helpers come hand out one more thing to glue in for today? You may. One to everybody, bring me the extras. One for me. Okay, you are now getting the Great Lakes map to glue into your notebook. Okay, Great Lakes map. Okay, I'll take the extras. Thank you very much. Okay, as soon as you have this glued in, a little dot does a lot. Well done. Good. Okay, as soon as you have it glued in, stand up. We're going to play a quick game of flamingo to see if you can stay in the game. You pick a leg, stand on one leg, put the other leg off of the ground. Well, if you talk, you're out. Flamingos are quiet. Flamingos. You may not put your foot on a chair, though. It has to be just hanging out behind you. You can hold it with your hand, sure. Okay, you're picking a leg to stand on. If you put your other leg down, you're out. If you sit on a chair, you're out. If you talk, you're out. Flamingos, as you know, sleep with one leg tucked up underneath them, and so they have all their weight, like the whole time they sleep on one leg. Okay, now while you're a flamingo standing quietly with one leg down and one leg up, put your right hand in the air. Wave it around like you just don't care. Now put your left hand in the air. Who said howdy? You're out. Have a seat. Thank you. Other hand in the air. Wave it around like you just don't care. Now put both hands in the air. I love this. Good job, you guys. Oh, Kane, you're out. Good. Now take one hand and cover your right eye. Oh, if you touch the ground, you're out.
Dang it.
Now cover your other eye. So both eyes are covered. Now sit like you're in a chair on one leg up, one leg down.
I can't.
Lane's talking, he's out. Now stand back up and open. Oh, Kimberlyn, you're supposed to have your eyes covered. You're out.
She's out there too.
Yes, who else is out?
She didn't have her
Laney's out. Kane, sit down so I can see who's still in. Oh, we're losing them like flies. Our winner chicken dinner is Colton and Tay. Okay, Colton was holding his chair, so Tay wins. Okay, Great Lakes. Class.
Yes.
Class.
Yes.
We'll play that again. That was our first time. Okay, total. T stands for title. O stands for orientation. On this map, we know that Minnesota is one of the states on the north, so we'll say N for north. You are adding things to your, guys, this should be glued in your notebook. Gentlemen, yours is at your table right here. Travis.
I do.
You have one? Okay, we just added something to it. You're adding to yours too. T stands for title. O stands for orientation. So we know which way is north. Okay? I turned my notebook to the side so this fits in here. Bobs, if you want to turn your notebook to the side, you sure can. Total. D stands for date. And we're drawing this map based on what this looks like today. So we're going to put today's date on it. So this is September 21, 2021.
There's a date at the top.
Oh, okay. You can put it up here. So 9/21 of 21. Oh, that's funny. Did you know that it was the 21st day and the 21st year? 9/21/21. Did you know that?
Never do this again, baby.
Oh. T stands for title. O stands for orientation. D stands for date. A stands for author. Mrs. Stewie. Oh, there's a name place up there too. Oh my goodness. How about that? Mrs. Stewie.
Yeah.
You put your name because you are the author today.
Are you
T stands for title. O stands for orientation. D stands for date. A stands for author. L stands for legend, label, or key. Okay. Okay. And we will be coloring this map tomorrow, so please bring your colored pencils. Now, hold on, we're not leaving yet. I can still get you for 4 more minutes. So you may not leave right now or talk. Shh. We're just going to pause on this right now, and I would like to bring us to here.
People already lined up.
I don't care. Okay, we're going to start right here. We're going to end on this. Oh, just kidding.
That's the wetland.
Let's see, how is this going to work? We'll start with this video tomorrow. Bring your colors tomorrow. Be ready to label your maps of the Great Lakes. And we will be talking about the names of Great Lakes and the qualities and the biomes. We are out of time, unfortunately, today. So thank you for joining us today. We will see you tomorrow. Mañana, tomorrow.
Now can I go to the nurse?
Yes.